make a girl like you, then listen up, because if you do these things, she's going to become that attached to you that she could just identify as your third leg, or fourth if you're lucky. Number 1 is the triangle method. Lads, don't get too excited, this is not a basketball play. It is, however, guaranteed to give her wet dreams. The next time you see her, you're going to look in her left eye, then down at her lips, and then up at her right eye. I will pre-warn you, it is a voodoo ritual where you're practically selling your soul to the devil. However, on the plus side, even if you're a virgin, she's going to think you're a pro. I'm just kidding, your soul is safe with me. You know what? Miguel had the right idea in Sure Thing. Love you like a brother, treat you like a friend. Just to be clear, I'm not promoting incest, the friend part. Uno reverse. Put a bad bitch in the friend zone. Do you know what? Music has the answers to everything. Let's say she's a 10-10. She knows she can get anyone she wants, because they all fall into the trap of giving her their undivided attention. When you act uninterested, she's not used to this at all. It's going to throw her off. She'll be up at night thinking, why do I like this boy? Can't quite put a finger on it. Congratulations, your values just increased significantly. Metaphorically speaking, you are now a shiny blue eyes white dragon Yu-Gi-Oh card. Any talent or skill that you possess, please show her that you're good at it. It's like the meet cute in every rom-com ever. It's the guy that's exceptionally good at track or plays drums in his spare time, and the girl's always like there in the distance like, it's not coincidence. Being good at something is sexy as fuck. And it doesn't even have to be like a major talent. It could even be a party trick, and if it involves a tongue, like this, or if you possess the skill to be able to tie a cherry stalk in a knot, it goes a long way. The callback, in my opinion, is a very underrated strategy. If you have a number, be like, hey, can you call me real quick? I need to speak to you about something. When anybody gets the I need to talk to you about something message, anxiety through the roof, they're going to follow through and call you. Let her call and let it ring out. But then call her back straight away and ask her advice on something. You might not have been, but she's going to think you were busy and had other stuff going on, and know you value her opinion. We go gym! Petition for guys to send more post-gym selfies, thank you. You probably think you look like absolute shit, but for a girl, there is just something so manly about seeing a guy get a sweat on after a workout or practice. We are going to be fantasizing about that shit for all of eternity. Man like Gandhi. Essentially, you need to be her peace. Make her feel comfortable, become a human walking stick and let her lean on you, and listen to her rants about the day. As long as they may be, it's giving you extra brownie points. This last one should come with caution tape. May cause ovaries to internally combust. If you have young cousins, nieces, nephews, send her photos of you with them. Your sex ed classes have all been wrong. This is in fact how to get a girl pregnant. See you at the gender reveal. Welcome to Things Nice Guys Do Wrong with me, your host, Chloe Taylor. I can just feel the chaos rising in the comments already. If you're the type of guy that believes there are no games in dating and is just waiting for the day the girls come flooding in one by one, newsflash, this ain't Noah's Ark. If being a nice guy hasn't even moved you past go yet, you should probably listen to this. First rookie error is sending good morning texts in the talking stage. That is the digital equivalent of her waking up and you being next to her staring into her soul. Cut it out, you're making yourself look clingy. Number 2 is the apology avalanche. Now, if you're a firm believer that you are a nice guy, this tells me that you're a people pleaser. And apologise way too often, sometimes for things you didn't even do. If you're in the wrong, then fine, apologise. But otherwise, have an opinion, say it with chest and point evidence explanation that shit. There are some petty girls out there that will get bored and start an argument just to see how you respond. So you best be prepared with an A-star worthy 9-mark answer. Or better yet, stop going for those girls entirely. This brings us on very nicely to the slip and slide. When a girl has pushed your buttons and rightfully pissed you off, tell me why some of you treat it like a water park and your first thought is to jump down the vertical slide as your easiest and fastest exit route. Stop agreeing with her all the time and letting shit slide. It might be the easier, less confrontational way out, sure, but it's also the fastest way to deteriorate your own opinions and personality, and a fast-track ticket to the relationship going nowhere. As much as they don't admit it, girls want a guy with a backbone that will say something with chest. I've said this next one time and time again, but I'll repeat myself because it isn't sinking in. Stop being available 24/7 and staring at your phone screen like a little puppy waiting for her to reply. You have bigger fish to fry and other things to be worrying about than a girl texting you. Take some time out and do something for you. The future you with a girlfriend will thank you. because that's one thing you'll probably end up missing. Next up is doppelganger. Don't worry, you're not alone. This is far too common. I won't say too much, but please, for the love of God, stop expecting you from other people. If you expect disappointment, you can never really be disappointed. The blame baton. As aspirational as being an athlete might be, this is not an excuse relay. So why do you keep passing the blame onto other things or other people? Why does this always happen to me? I'm such a nice guy, I must just go for the wrong girls. That kind of bullshit, stop. Effective immediately. The day that you stop making excuses and realise that you're the only person holding you back, the better it gets and the quicker it turns around. Because you stop coming across as a pick-me simp and start owning your shit instead. I just want to emphasise, if you do this last one, guarantee it's the sole reason girls run away from you. Stop telling her your life story and traumatic experiences right off the bat. Or that you see a future with her. Babe, you're in need of a therapist, not a girlfriend. This is how to introduce her to your friends. The last thing you want to be doing is throwing her into the deep end with no armbands on. This is not the time to be inviting her to a friend or family's wedding. Give her the pre-meet prep so that during Never Have I Ever, your boys aren't going to be throwing you under a bus full of stories about you and your ex. The Danny Zuko. You saw how it went down in Greece, and if you didn't, go watch it for a prime example of what not to do. Do not be that guy that plays up in front of his mates to look cool and then be completely different around her. I already have secondhand embarrassment just thinking about it. Let's set the scene. You're at a party, you know 20 people, she knows 2. Do not pull a Barney Stinson, abort mission, and leave her to fend for herself. I'm not saying play tonsil tennis or baby talk in front of the boys. Yeah, people do that. Holding a hand, introducing her, and including her in inside jokes will go a long way. Make the setting casual with a sprinkling of competition, and show her the only games you play are multiplayer. Speaking of, Matchmasters is a competitive multiplayer puzzle game where you compete head-to-head to match colours on a board. And currently, if you collect 100 stars, you could even win 5 nights in Ibiza. So if she's not your perfect match, chin up, because there could be a boys' holiday at the end of the tunnel. But you need to be moving like Barry Allen, because there's only 2 weeks left to participate, so go download from the link in my bio. If you're a member of the male species and the girl that you like just ghosted you, it's probably because you made one of these rookie errors. This is things guys should never say to girls. In no particular order, Bloody Mary, also known as a girl's time of the month. I know you already know, but you do it anyway. Girls are just way more emotional than guys. And yes, on our periods, we cry for no fucking reason. However, if this girl is upset at something, resist the urge to ask her if she's on a period. It makes every girl feel like you've just glanced over everything she's just said. And secondly, invalidated her feelings. And if she is on a period, because her emotions are high, you now run the risk of being castrated in your sleep. Number 2 is the good place. This is equally on par with, I don't mean to be rude, but... and then proceeding to be rude. It's the term, oh, but it's coming from a good place. Shortly after, a very unsolicited opinion on a topic that you're definitely no expert in. Now, I appreciate you might be trying to help us out, but it's like dating your mum, which unless you're a porn star or live in Alabama, nobody wants. Alexa, play I'm Different by 2 Chainz. You're so different to other girls. Red flag. I get it. It sounds like the best compliment you could give. You want her to think she's unique and top tier, but the last thing girls want is to be compared to another girl. All they're going to be thinking when you say this is the amount of other girls that you've said this to. I feel like this is the girl equivalent to body count for you guys. One of the fastest ways to give her the ick. Mr. MUA, just take a look at my comment section, it is littered with these. And I know a lot of you have been confused, so let me explain. Telling a girl she looks better without makeup is getting taken as an insult, even though you were saying it to compliment her natural beauty. You just need to switch out one word and you're fine. Replace better with good and you're onto a winner. It's literally that simple. That one word takes it from being an unsolicited opinion that can cause potential harm and make her change herself for you to a compliment that doesn't come with a backhand to the face. Very similar situation that comes with a bowl of patronising on the side is Gokwan. No hate to the official Gokwan, he's an absolute icon and is the only man that is allowed to have an opinion on how a woman should dress. Asking a girl, is that what you're wearing? Is never going to end well for either of you. She's going to feel insecure, and best case scenario, you'll be waiting around an hour while she now tries on 10 other outfits. I've titled this next one, The Questioner. Rather proud. This is the guy who constantly asks questions. Now, don't get me wrong, consent is extremely important, but asking if you can kiss her or if she finished is one of the biggest turn-offs. And if you have to ask the latter, she shouldn't have to answer. Right, Anton Ego, Google him. Asking a girl, are you sure you want to eat that? Is never a good idea. This ain't a Bush Tucker trial. She's thinking, you're thinking she's fat. Please stop it and leave your ego at the door.